Hello children, I hope you are fine and doing very well at home. I am Mrs. Madhuriti and I am going to show you a video. This video has been presented by Patanjali Rishikul. So without wasting much of my time and your time, let's proceed to the video. Political developments AD 300 to AD 700 continued, part 2. India after the Guptas. After the decline of the Gupta Empire, India broke up into a large number of small kingdoms. Three kingdoms that gained importance were the kingdoms of Harshavardhana of Kannauj, the Chalukyas of Vatapi, and the Pallavas of Kanchipuram. Harshavardhana in the early 7th century AD, Harshavardhana became the ruler of Thanisar in modern Haryana. He succeeded his brother Rajavardhan, who had avenged the murder of his sister's husband, the ruler of Kannauj, but had got himself killed. Harsha united the kingdoms of Thanisar and Kannauj and made Kannauj his capital. Kannauj was relatively safe from foreign invasion as it was not very close to the northwest frontier. The Gangetic Plain could also be supervised from here. Administration and court life. The Chinese pilgrim Hugh Sang was the guest of Harsha's court and wrote in detail on Harsha's administration and court life. Information about Harsha's reign is also available in Harsha's biography Harsha Charitra written by Banabhatta. Expansion of territories. Harsha's empire extended from the Himalayas in the north to the river Narmada in the south and from Punjab in the west to Bengal in the east. Harsha restored the conquered territories to their rulers as long as they promised to pay him regular tributes. Harsha led a campaign into the Deccan but was defeated on the bank of the Narmada by the Chalukya ruler Pulakesin II. The Chalukyas and the Pallavas. At the time when Harsha ruled in India, in northern India, the Chalukyas emerged as a powerful dynasty in the region between the Vindhyas and the river Krishna. Their capital was at Vatapi, northern Mysore. Pulakesin II, the most renowned Chalukya ruler, was Pulakesin II. A prashasti on the wall of Jain temple at Aiol describes his conquest. This prashasti, composed by the court poet Ravi Kirti, mentions Pulakesin's victory over Harshavardhana on the bank of the Narmada. It also mentions Pulakesin's large navy. Pulakesin's empire stretched from the Arabian Sea in the west to the Bay of Bengal in the east and from Narmada in the north to the river Palar in the south. Hugh Sang visited Pulakesin's court. He was impressed by the Chalukyan administration. A rivalry between Chalukyas and Pallavas. The region ruled by the Chalukyas was fertile and had ports on both the west coast and the east coast. This promoted foreign trade with Persia, Arabia, the Red Sea ports, and Southeast Asia. The Pallavas, who ruled over modern Tamil Nadu and parts of Kanchi, of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh from their capital at Kanchipuram, fought for control over the region. This resulted in frequent conflicts. The Pallava ruler Narasimha Varman I killed Pulakesin II and captured Vatapi, were ultimately overthrown by other Deccan power. The Rashtrakutas, the Cholas, overthrew the Pallavas. Administration. Central administration. The rulers of the period assumed high-sounding titles and performed the Rajasyu and Ashwamedha sacrifices to show their power. Some rulers of the Deccan adopted titles like Dharmaraja to show that they were upholders of Dharma. To win respect and obedience of their subjects, kings often had prashastis inscribed on monuments and rocks. The king was assisted by a council of ministers. The ministers were highly paid officials who sometimes even led the armies during wars. In later periods, they were granted land instead of cash salaries. The ministers who got a lot of land became quite powerful. Many of them became independent during the rule of weak kings. Important posts gradually became hereditary. Again, an important person could hold more than one administrative or judicial posts. Merchants and bankers had a lot of influence on administration. Agriculture was the chief source of state revenue, hence, irrigation was given a lot of importance. To increase revenue, some rulers extended agriculture to wastelands by making grants of these lands. Most rulers of the period took steps to promote inland maritime trade. The Pallavas, for example, built dockyards. Thank you, children, for listening to the video.